All right, Jane and Tom. Thanks for asking to meet with me. I'm sorry we can't meet in person. Hopefully we'll be able to do that soon. But I'm glad that we have this technology that I can share some of my thoughts and answer some of your questions, hopefully. And I hope to hear back from you guys soon. Another thing that'd be nice to meet in person is to hear your guys' goals. What you guys where you're going to want to be in 20 years. You said you're going to retire in about 20 years. And it'd be a good discussion to have what kind of lifestyle you guys want to live once you are retired. And I guess for the sake of this presentation, I'd like you to take a second and just imagine what that'd be like living that lifestyle. And I want you to think what are you willing to give up now to be able to have that lifestyle? Like, would you give up going out to eat this week? Anyways, and just keep that in mind, kind of as a backdrop for what we're going to talk about today. And so these are the questions that you guys asked, if I understand right. What fund categories do I recommend and why? And then what funds within those categories would I recommend? And then also where we see the market headed this year. And the quick answer to all those questions is, first, now is the time to invest. This is the best time. Second, and third, we have the best categories and the best funds, and we'll jump right into those in just a sec. So with the market direction, there's a lot of conflicting views. There's a lot of people who think we're headed for another crash. There's people that think that the stimulus packages are artificially inflating and creating bubbles in the market that aren't really sustainable. People don't really have that money that they're spending. And so that's one concern people have. Another one is a lot of people's unemployment actually ends this month. So that could also cause an effect. Another thing is the virus seems to be getting worse. We still don't have a vaccine. So those are a lot of arguments that it's not a good time. But a lot of people also think that it is a good time because the market's down, and when it's down, the market goes up, down, and no one knows if it's going to go up, down, or sideways. And so the best thing that we can do is just put our money in, and there's actually, so since 1986, there's only been 6 times when the 20-year return has been negative. And every single time it came roaring back with returns between 26% and 31%. So like I said, no one knows if it's going to go up, down, or sideways, but if you put your money in now and hold it, just leave it in for 20 years till you retire, you guys will be set. So as far as the top categories, these these are the best ones. So let's see. So consumer, cyclical, health, industrials, technology, and trading leveraged equity are the top funds. You can see this is the average 10-year return, 5-year, 3-year, 1 year, and average 1-month return. Here's another good point that kind of circles back to what I was saying before. Time in the market beats timing the market. So if you look at the average 1-year return, it's kind of all over the place. And this axis right here is the standard deviation, how much it fluctuates. Because is it really consistent? If so, it'll be a low number. If it's up and down and up and down, it'll be a high number. So you want something with low volatility is what we call it, or standard deviation, and high return, obviously. So you're ideally looking for something around here. which that'd be nice if there was a dot right here, but there's not. But as you can see, it's kind of scattered all over the place for a 1-year return. If you go down here to the 10-year return, you can see it's much more organized. There's this trend right here, this upwards trend. And so that shows us that as you buy and hold over a long period of time, you have a lot more time for your investments to recoup and to regain. If they do lose over the short term, in the long term, you'll be able to regain that. So for the best categories, these are them. These are the best categories, like we said. And here's this. This shows the average 10-year return for each of these. And this shows how they've done over the past 5 years as well. Again, it has average 1 month, 1 year, 3 month, or 3 year, 5 year, 10 year. And you can see this again. This one might have made the most over the full time, but it has a lot of, you kind of have a balancing act that you need to make. How much risk do you want to take? And the amount of risk you're willing to take will reward you accordingly. Like I said, this fund probably made, or this category probably made the most, but again, it's so volatile. It's up and down all over the place. As far as funds, these are the best performing funds that we found that are in those categories. And you can see that some funds do really well, most do good, and then a few do poorly. And these are the different names of the funds. These top 4 are the ones that we're recommending. And one thing to remember is, like you guys said, you're wanting to diversify, and that's something that is huge. And that's one of the biggest things that we do for people, is make sure that they are diversified, and we'd love to help you with that. And as part of that, we want some of these funds, these top ones that you guys were asking about, we want those in your portfolio, and we will add some other stuff in there as well to make it more secure, so you're not putting all your eggs in one basket, and then if this one fund tanks, then you won't lose everything, but you can still take advantage of knowing that these are the top funds from the data. Here we see the top funds in the categories, each of those 4 funds. Here's a similar graph as we had before: 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10-year returns. You can see again they're up and down, but they're 60%, 30%. They're up and down in a pretty. They're up pretty high, even though they are volatile. And so, in conclusion, now's the time to invest. The market goes up and down, but while it's down, this is the best time to invest. And maybe it will go down a little bit, but if we just hold on, it'll come back up again. That's how it always has. That's how it always will work. Best categories again are the trading, leveraged equity, consumer cyclical, large growth, technology, and health. And the best funds within those are these ones right here. Again, we'd love to meet with you again, answer any questions that you have. I'll have my secretary send these slides to you so you can review them. Please don't hesitate to reach out. We'd love to help you guys start saving for your goals. It's amazing how the smallest changes now can have the biggest impact in your retirement. Albert Einstein said that, I think he said the eighth wonder of the world is compounding interest. And that is very, very true. If you guys are saving now, you'll be very well off when you're retired. Research shows that it's the number one predictor of how much wealth someone has in retirement is actually just how much they save and how much they try to invest. And then another huge factor is also where you put your money, and we can help you with that part. But the fact that you guys are preparing for that is huge and will pay dividends, literally. And anyways, we hope to hear back from you guys soon. Again, let us know if you have any questions. Thanks for your time. Have a good one. Bye.